Have you seen the video of the mayor getting into a fight because someone was talking smack to her during a town meeting? Well, if you haven't already, I will be showing a couple clips from that. We have like 4 different angles from it. But this mayor, apparently, she's been labeled America's worst mayor, and it's not because she got in a fight. It's all kinds of other things, which we'll be going into. We have this article from the Daily Mail, and it kind of breaks it down. So, America's worst mayor had a chaotic brawl that erupted at a town meeting after an activist called for her removal. Tiffany Henyard, the mayor of Dalton Village in Illinois and supervisor of nearby Thorntown Township, Thornton Township, my bad, thrown to the floor in a tussle Tuesday night that broke out after her boyfriend rushed to her defend her honor. So the saga began when an activist, Jediah Brown, a frequent critic of Henyard, took to the podium and launched an aggressive tirade at the mayor that ended with him calling her a B-word. Can't say it because YouTube. Blame YouTube. I would say a lot more if I could. Brown accused Henyard of sleeping her way to the top, being a half-arsed mayor. Again, I can't say that word. And even suggested that she would never get married. So he then asked the room to vote on a measure to place Henyard's boyfriend, Kamal Woods, and ally William Moore on paid administrative leave from the town before ending his comments by saying, "You gone, B-word." So that's where the B-word comes in. He ended his statement with that. But so after this, and I have the clip of it, it's on video. She says, "Thank you for the lawsuit," Henyard hit back as Brown began to walk away. What that's in reference to is that she's now being investigated for mismanaging taxpayer money, we'll say, along with whatever else she's being investigated for. But she's under a lot of pressure right now, and her boyfriend is not helping when he starts fights, and then she joins in on the fight. So, but before he could return to his seat, Woods, who allegedly made 6 figures to run the township's at-risk youth program before getting ordered on paid leave, charged at the activist. At least one other man stepped into the fracas, and a massive brawl broke out. The brawl is the latest scandal in battling Henyard and comes one day after an independent investigation detailed how she allegedly mismanaged millions of dollars worth of taxpayer funds during her controversial tenure as Dalton mayor. So I just want to point out how absolutely ridiculous this is. This should be illegal. You should not be allowed, as mayor or any political official, you should not be allowed to hire your friends, your family members, and certainly not your significant other, boyfriend, husband, or otherwise. I mean, 6 figures, if you don't know what 6 figures is, that's at least $100,000 or more. That could be as high as $999,000. But it's within that bracket. That's what that means when they say 6 figures, if you didn't already know. So this guy was, as her boyfriend, is making 6 figures to run the at-risk youth program, which is hilarious considering he can't even handle his girlfriend being called a few names. So I don't know how he's handling at-risk youth when he can't even handle words. So just something I wanted to point out. But yeah, no, this whole melee was caught on video. But I want to go into this article a little bit more because it details her investigation findings that they did into her, and that Henyard's allies spent allies spent punches. I'm sure they meant to say sent. So Henyard's allies sent punches flying after rushing to her defense Tuesday night. As the brawl broke out, the mayor allegedly pushed her table aside and rushed towards the chaos. Henyard was seen bolting into the melee herself, at one point losing her wig, according to multiple witnesses. Keep in mind, Henyard is the mayor. So the mayor of this town decided to get into a brawl in the middle of this meeting. CBS Chicago also reported that Henyard lost a shoe and was thrown to the floor during the fight. And then it was also reported that multiple televisions in the room were smashed due to the fighting, and some people were even witnessed jumping on tables. No one appears to have been arrested, and police claimed that everyone directly involved fled the scene by the time police arrived. So I am of the belief that her boyfriend should be charged with battery, which is a step above assault. Assault can, that's like very minor things, but battery is when you actually use objects or physically hurt someone. So the boyfriend in the lease should be charged with battery, and possibly even the mayor herself, because just because you're in a position of, you're an elected position, you should not get away with literally beating up your constituents. So I've never seen a politician jump in and fight like that. It was scary and horrible. It is an embarrassment. Attendee Megan Dudak told NBC Chicago. Yeah, I've never seen video of an elected official get into a brawl like this. Sure, we have throughout history we have had political figures get into fights and stuff like that. But we live in a day and age where everything's recorded, so this whole thing was caught on video. But it isn't like grainy video. Like we have a picture here below. They have her circled. This is allegedly the mayor during the brawl. But Brown was seen live streaming himself attempting to file a police report following the tussle. So Brown is the individual that was jumped after giving his dialogue, we'll say. And so Jediah Brown is the person. I guess he's a frequent critic of Henyard, and he made wild accusations against her at the meeting, ending his comments by saying "you gone B-word." And I mean, it doesn't seem like his accusations are unfounded, because he's talking about misusing government funds and stuff like that, and it seems like she has. It seems like she's not doing her job as mayor correctly, and it's unclear if anyone was injured. DailyMail.com attempted to reach out to both the Thornton Police Department and South Holland Police Department, who reported to the scene of the fight. The meeting itself was held to reinstate the town's insurance policies with there's so many typos. What the heck? The meeting itself was held to reinstate the town's insurance companies, which had left residents without social services for over a month. That's two issues with grammar already. I guess they need to hire me to check out their articles or something. Hey, I need a job. Put in a good word for me. So Henyard continues to make headlines far outsizing what typically follows the mayor of a village of just 20,000 people and the supervisor of a township of 150,000. On Monday, former Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot finally revealed the findings of her independent investigation into the alleged wrongdoings of Henyard. She made no comment on the report at the meeting in Thornton Township the next night. Lightfoot narrated her findings during a town meeting that was packed with aggravated residents, though there was no sign of the so-called super mayor. I don't know what they mean by super mayor, but I don't know what they mean by super mayor. At least as early as late 2021, there was a concerted, systematic effort on behalf of Mayor Henyard and others in her administration to hide the true financial conditions of the village of Dalton from the trustees and from members of the public. That's always a good sign when the government is hiding what they're spending their money on. That's always a great sign. You should always trust them with your tax money. That all that money they collect from your income, on your state taxes, on your sales tax, your property tax, all that, I'm sure they're spending it great 100% of the time, and nothing like this ever happens anywhere else. I'm sure of it, right? And that, it just looks great when they try to hide it from you. Even better. But what was in this investigative report? Well, Lightfoot's 73-page report explained that there was a whopping $779,638 of this is taxpayer money. This is not her money. This is the town's money. And all of this was charged to the town credit card in 2023 with little to no tracking of the actual expenses. More than $50,000 was spent on artificial ice tiles, which could have been used for build the town's ice skating rink. Henyard promoted on Instagram February 2023. They don't have any more information on that. I wonder if that even got built. At least 6 government credit cards were also used to pay for glamorous getaways Henyard took to Las Vegas in May 2022 and May 2023. Keep in mind, she's been mayor for 4 years, so she's had 4 years to spend this money however she wants. So according to the report, financial records from the village in Thornton Township reflect that a number of people traveled to Las Vegas on both of these trips. Lightfoot said, and the expense of their travel, their lodging, their meals, and entertainment were paid for on village and township credit cards. So what they say basically what they're saying is that they paid for the flights, they paid for the hotels, they paid for all of their meals, and they paid for all the entertainment on taxpayer money. And entertainment can range from all sorts of things, comedy shows, all the different casinos. Like, who knows what they were spending this money on? We don't know. That's for sure. Only they know. There's no evidence that there's no evidence that business development opportunities came to the village as a result of either of these 2 trips. She concluded, prompting a groan from the audience. Yeah, they deserve a lot more than a groan. I mean, $779,000 of their money is gone because of this woman. From 2021 through June 2024, credit cards were used for over $171,000 in travel-related expenses, including airfare, baggage fees, hotels, meals, and rental cars. The report also revealed that $50,000 was spent at local restaurants. Purchases were also made at Dick's Sporting Goods, Best Buy, Wayfair, Walgreens, Apple, and Walmart. This woman was just on an absolute spending spree. I mean, look here. An additional $218,000 was spent on Amazon over the 4-year span Henyard has been in charge. Okay, if she spent $218,000 on Amazon, I feel like you can go into her home and like start confiscating that stuff for just misuse of public funds. She should not be able to keep any of this stuff. She should have her house taken from her. She should have all her cars taken from her, and she should be placed in prison. This is absolutely criminal what this woman has been doing, and clearly she knows she's in the wrong, and that's why her boyfriend came to her defense when she got called out on it. I don't think it's so much the mean words that the guy was saying, which, oh no, mean words. Everyone gets so offended. But I think it's more that he was calling her out on all the bull crap she's been up to. There's also evidence that Henyard charged the town more than $7,000 for her hair and makeup team, listing it as an assistant cost. Many of the credit card expenditures have no accompanying receipt, and the statements alone provide limited information about the purchases. So yeah, while they're doing the investigation, they can't even figure out exactly what all the money was spent on. They only have a rough estimate of what actually it was spent on. But from the estimates we do know, clearly it was a misuse. So she should be arrested. She should be taken out as mayor and arrested, put in prison. As a result of this spending frenzy, allegedly done by Henyard, the Dalton Board of Trustees banned her from using town credit cards in August 2024. How humiliating is that? You're the mayor of the town, and the Board of Trustees literally have to ban you from managing public funds? How embarrassing is that? It's just more to the point. She needs to be in prison. The amount of money that she's wasted. The report also alleged that Dalton had a budget surplus of $5.61 million in April 22 that quickly shrank to a $3.65 million deficit. So in the past 2 years that she's been mayor, from 2022 to 2024, they went from a surplus of over $5 million to now a deficit of almost $4 million. Absolutely criminal what this woman has done. Lightfoot said Dalton received some $3 million in payments from the American Rescue Plan, a COVID-19 stimulus bill signed into law by former President Joe Biden in 2021. According to Lightfoot, hundreds of thousands of dollars of the original $3 million in ARPA funds went missing without receipt. Oh, isn't that lovely? Don't you just love when over $3 million, hundreds of thousands of it just goes missing? Almost sounds like California, where we have funds go missing all the time, but a lot more than hundreds of thousands. But for a town, for just a mayor and a small town, because this is relatively a small town, when you compare it to others nowadays, that's a lot of friggin' money that just goes missing. I have a feeling I know where it went. But Henyard also failed to appoint an official to oversee the massive sum of money, a requirement put in place by the Treasury Department. Lightfoot was hired in April 2024 to conduct the forensic accounting investigation by Dalton town trustees who want to see Henyard booted out of the job. She's held since 2021. So this is what the mayor looks like. They keep posting like weird pictures of her with her mouth open, which I don't know why. You can't just post a normal picture of her. There, that's a normal picture of her. So this is the mayor, and I'm glad that she has a nice outfit while the town is in a deficit. So Lightfoot was asked multiple times by residents if Henyard will face criminal charges or if she'll be held accountable, but she failed to provide a solid answer. Well, yeah, so this is a Democrat mayor. Democrats don't like to hold each other accountable, so I doubt anything will actually happen. But how I feel about it is, yes, she should be put in prison for at least the next 20 years, because screw this person. The bombshell report comes as Henyard looks to recapture the Democratic Party nomination for Dalton mayor in February, where she will face off against trustee Jason House. If you live in Illinois, please let everyone know that this is happening. This woman should not be reelected. This is ridiculous. She should be in prison. She should not be mayor. She certainly should not be reelected as mayor. During a rowdy caucus meeting in December, Henyard lost the Democratic primary to the lead Thorntown Township, a position she's held since 2022. Interview, Henyard later said her loss was caused by voter suppression. She insisted she'll be on the ballot come April for the township supervisor position. 100% confident that I will be. They did a lot of illegal actions, which my lawyer is drawing up the lawsuit currently. She did a lot of illegal actions. No one in her town has been doing anything illegal against her, and if they were, she's mayor. She can direct, lawyers to handle that sort. So I just call bullcrap on that. But so this is the video of Mr. Brown here giving his words to the mayor, and then the brawl quickly ensues after, which someone comes up to the podium. You'll see someone comes up to the podium to ask a follow-up question, and he gets completely ignored because the brawl starts. So let's go ahead and play this.
Better take a vote, and we're gonna exchange your black for Stephanie to be the new member of Army. So all those in favor say, all those against it say nay, all those in favor say aye. Aye. You go.
And the brawl quickly starts after this, which I have more camera angles. There we go. Just like that, and there's the mayor. They had her circled in red. She came flying in to join the brawl.
Tiffany is in there. Tiffany is in there.
Oh, someone said Tiffany is in there. So Tiffany is the mayor, and then we also had this camera angle. So this is when the brawl started. Can't really see much because there's just so many people. It's legit a brawl in the town hall. And, there's that TV getting messed up. I guess that's what they were mentioning in the article. And they're trying to get him out. Pretty sure that's Mr. Brown. They just got carried out. Absolutely ridiculous. I think the boyfriend and the mayor should face criminal charges for the brawl, and the mayor should face criminal charges for misuse of public funds. But yeah, absolutely wild. This is no way for a political official to act, nor is it any way for her boyfriend or significant other to act when she gets called out on things she's doing wrong. Yeah, so let me know what you guys think in the comments. What should happen to this mayor? Let me know what your opinion is down in the comments. As far as I said, I think she should be in prison. She definitely shouldn't be re-elected to any public office ever again. Never vote this person back in. She has clearly shown that she is too immature and unable to use public funds appropriately. Excuse me. But like I said, let me know what you think down in the comments. And thank you guys for tuning in today. Like and subscribe, and look out for more videos. Thank you. Peace out.